That's me, moments before my PGA qualifier. Even though I'm just an amateur, I wanted to see how I stack up against the pros. The top 5 spots in ties advance while everyone else packs up and goes home. So the last 2 months I've practiced every day to be fully prepared for this moment. Preparation. 5 months ago, I decided to change my entire swing. So I went to the best teacher for me, Daniel Gray. I want to get to the next level, and I knew this had to happen.
You think I got what it takes to be a
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Let's see what happens in like a month.
Over the next few months, we made change after change to where I finally feel prepared. There's something about a practice round that makes me so grateful. I know I've put in all the hard work and everything's done, so I just enjoy the moment. It's just me and the golf course. I write down my notes, looking at the slope of every hole and knowing what club to hit on each tee shot. I just enjoy every moment and I take it all in, and I know all the hard work, it's been done. So it's time to have fun. God, thank you for the opportunity to play this game and to glorify you, God. Lord, I'm so grateful for this opportunity to play this golf tournament. No matter how I play, Lord, it's all for you. In Jesus' name. Freaking hell. All right, you guys know I'm gonna be in the studio giving you guys the rundown exactly what I did through these shots. So let's get into it. All right, first tee box off the first hole. The last few years I've actually teed off on the back first, so this was a nice mix up because I didn't do well in the first two. So I had a nice drive down the right side, had an 8-iron about 150 yards up the hill. Just fanned it a little bit to the right, which it's not ideal. So the greens actually were rolling at 14 and a half. I don't think I've ever played greens this fast. They were zooming, so I had to hit a flippity-floppity, and it went out to about 3 feet. So this is to save par on the first hole. You know, get a little confident booster. Doop. There it is, there it is. Oh, and right here, let me introduce you to the guys I was playing with. We have Kyle, who is actually full-time just playing golf, trying to make it onto the tour. And then we have a guy named Scott. There's a story behind this. Scott, well, we'll just keep on going. All right, so second hole, perfect drive. But you see there's a bunker down there, and you guessed it, I'm in the bunker. So I had 150 yards down the hill, took an 8-iron out of the bunker, hit it decent, just came out a little right, and it got over the other bunker, so it was in the rough a little bit, tough shot. I was so scared of the greens being so fast that I'd left it around 18 feet short. Now this putt was an excellent putt. It literally grazed the edge. That's why you can see my reaction right there. That's why I was like, how did that not go in? But that was my first bogey. Par 3 here. Hit a 5-iron. It was playing around 190. So I had a 30-foot putt. Just trying to get a lag. I knew how fast these greens were. I was a little timid. I cannot deny. And I had about a 4-footer here. Right back up the hill. Boop. Solid. Let's go, baby. Par 4, perfect drive. Just down the left side actually rolled all the way down to the right. I had 125 yards here. I took a 50 degree because I did not want to go long of this pin because it's bad news. So I was about 25 feet for a birdie here to get back to even. And a little short, about a foot short, and made that. Toughest driving hole to me right here, par 5, 3-wood. I was watching it. Perfect. Hit it great. Hit an 8-iron to lay up, actually. It's not every day you do that on a par 5. Had 100 yards, knocked down 50 degree. And I hit it at about 12 feet left. This is for birdie. Back to even. Come on, Lukey. Come on, Lukey. Short again. Dude, I could not make myself hit it because I knew if I hit it a little hard, it's going to be 5 feet past. Driver here, par 4. Perfect. Dude, driver was on. Had 125 again up the hill. Needed it to go a little bit. 25-footer up the hill. Short again. And I was like, oh my goodness. And this one hurt. I did not like that putt. It is what it is, but man, that hurt. Short, par 3, about 120, 50 degree. Spun it a little back. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get back on that green. There we go. So I had this for birdie, about a 10-footer. Hey, come on. Come on.
I'm a real one.
Hey, Angelina showed up. Let's go. Hey, big cheerleader. All right, let me pause this. So I was going to tell you about Scott. Well, on the second or third hole, Scott was making triples and doubles. I'm serious, triple and double. So I proceed to ask him, hey man, you're not a full-time golfer, and so what do you do for a living? And he said, oh man, I'm a server at Chili's. I was like, nothing against Chili's, but I was like, so I said, so how much golf do you play like in the last month? He said, oh, I probably played twice. And I was like, what the heck? The guy we were playing with, Kyle, was like, this guy's gotta go. Because, I mean, this is his full-time job, and he's kind of distracting because I don't know if Scott just had a bad day or if it was a prank. I'll tell you exactly what happened after 9 holes. All right, so perfect drive here. Once again, 125 again. This number was all over me, and I'm sorry about the brightness of this. My camera guy, it's his first time, and he just couldn't figure it out on the brightness level. But I left it short, decided to putt it, left me a 3-footer, and this was a bender. Need to make this. Doop. Come on, baby. That was a big putt. Stayed at 1 over, par 5 here. Another perfect little butter fade. Come on, it's back. Let's go. Kind of hit this off the bottom of the club, went into the bunker. He missed the bunker shot, had about a 10-footer down the hill. Left it short. Common theme here, if you didn't recognize that. So I'm 1 over, making the turn. I'm like, hey, we're still in this. Par 5, took a 3-wood down the right side. Laid up with an 8-iron again. Rolled out pretty good. Had 125 again. And came up short. Now this was a yardage I struggled with all day for some reason. It was in between a 50 degree and my pitching wedge. So I chipped it up right here. Oh, let me tell you. So after 9, the tournament director actually comes to Scott and says, Scott, I'm sorry, man, but you're gonna have to go. Scott got kicked off the golf course after 9 holes. Ended up shooting 56 on the front side. I've never been to a tournament where they actually kicked a guy off. After 9 holes, they kicked Scott off the golf course. It can't be real, but it was. All right, for par, boom, let's go. Remained to 1 over. Butter fade, boom, boom. Dude, the butter fade was working. It was working. 125 again. I promise you. What was up with this number? So I hit it a little right. It was actually in a divot, so I had to get super steep with it. Had about a 40-footer here, or maybe a little less. Just a little lagger. Lag it down there. And my little par. So here's a par 3, playing 190, took a knockdown 5-iron. Boop, right over the flat. That thing was hunting the whole way. So I had a 20-footer down the hill, speedy, 14 and a half, remember that, speedy. Look how long this takes. Boop, come on, back to even, let's go. Let's go, Lukey, let's go. So after that, we had a 15-minute wait, and this is probably the second hardest driving hole. And I hit it right, and I was like, you cannot be serious. I was like, what the heck? Why'd you hit it right? You've been hitting that thing good all day. But I did that 15-minute wait, man. That was brutal. So I had to drop and just hit this one just a little short of the green. Actually, a pretty decent shot from where it was. So I chipped this up, landed it way shorter than I wanted. I wanted to land it actually where it kind of ended up right there. So I knew I had to make this. I felt oddly good about this putt for some reason. 20 feet up the hill, breaking left to right. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Boom! Let's go! Come on! Fire me up, baby. So I'm still I remain one over because that was a good bogey. And par 5, this was a bad layup. I hit it into the bunker, and I had a 65-yard shot out of the bunker. You guys know how hard that shot is. Caught it clean. Man, that is bright. Need your sunglasses on this one. Came up short. Had about a 45-footer here. Come on, Luke. I left it short. It's true. I left it short. And pretty good ways, like 6 feet. And I lipped that one out. 3-putt bogey. Oh, this shot was so bright, but on the par 3 premier hole, hit it to about 15 feet. Tough tee shot. And then once again, Lukey leaves it short. I needed to make that to get back to 1 over. Little tester here. Doop. Hey, we got it though. We got it. So I'm 2 over with 3 to go. Didn't like the tee shot. Got away with it. Had 100 yards here. Hard green right here. Just missed it a little left, but the distance was actually right. Had about a 50-footer. Got a little aggressive here. I wanted to make a run. I knew if I got back to even, I may have a chance. But I knocked that one by about 6 or 7 feet. So I got to make this just to get my par. Boop. Count it, baby. Count that thing. Still 2 over. Hole 17. Boom! Butter fade. Right down Broadway. Let's go. 6-iron, 189. Ugh, fanned it right. That was my miss for the day. Was a little right and short. Hit it in the bunker. Got this one about halfway to the hole. Had about a 28, 30-footer. Got a little aggressive, wanted to make that for par. And left myself with about a 4-footer, 3.5, 4-footer. Boop. Double. That haunts me. Driver, butter fade, smoked. Left me with 125. What do you think? 125. I said, I'm not going short. I went short, right into the bunker. Yep. Man, that is bright, but I was like, I gotta finish strong. So I hit a good bunker shot right here. Have about 8 feet for par to shoot 4 over. Bingo. And that is 4 over. Me and Kyle. Not Scott. He wasn't there to finish with us. Just me and Kyle. And Kyle actually ended up shooting 3 under. Got in on the number. 3 under was the cut this year. Really surprising. But it was out there. And the thing I saw about this round, I'm going to deep dive into this maybe in another video. I left a lot of putts short, which if the ball doesn't get to the hole, it's not going in. I had a lot of 125 yards, and I did not capitalize on those because I could have made a lot more birdies if I would have hit it a little bit closer, because some of them I just missed the green. This is my best qualifier at this course. I mean, the greens were 14 and a half. I'm proud of myself for sticking it out. And I honestly played better than 4 over. 17 was just kind of, This was a challenge to me, and I'm gonna keep on going, baby. Let's go, keep grinding, baby. Keep grinding. Everybody out there, keep going. Let's go. There's just one question, and that's, Where do you guys think Scott is? Does Scott work here? Oh, he doesn't? Wrong Chili's. There's gonna be bangers every week.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a sticker. She picture perfect, so I told him I'm a flicker.